Howdy, folks. Can everybody hear me, see me in the frozen wastelands of Jerkwater, UK? Give me a shout in the chat if you can all hear me and see me okay. Yeah, the tank hat is out in force today. Yeah, this little contraption here came from the Tank Museum at Bovingdon in Dorset. Um, they had I think it was Tank Fest. It's Gollum. Yes, it's me. Hello. Hello, my precious. And hello, Liz. Thanks for joining us. Good afternoon, Chuck Schreiber. It's bound to be warmer in Texas than it is here. Tank Fest, given the event didn't tank. No, it wasn't. It was in the summer. So it was all sweetness and light. And from that remark, I can gather that you can hear me okay. So excellent. Right, let's just do a quick roll call. And just by the by, I'm not saying it's cold. It's at the princely sum of 1 degree at the moment, Celsius, which is 34 degrees Fahrenheit. And if it's any consolation, I just saw Sir Ranulph Fiennes go past with a team of Huskies. So, yeah, and Captain Oates just said he was going out for a while. So, yeah, it's pretty cold. But the hat, this is my doggy walking hat now. So you've got to have something to protect the lug holes, the ears, because they stick out of the body and they freeze worse than anything else, apart from fingers, of course. Greetings, everybody. Let's have a quick roll call. Moneybrook Junction is Mark and Lisa. A very good day to you and a very happy new year. A very happy cold new year. There's RGJ Trains. That's Rob and Grace. Afternoon, just quick popping in to say hi. Yeah, you've probably got another shift starting pretty soon. So good to see you and stay warm out there because it's pretty chilly. Digger Evans, yeah, got to keep your head warm. Yeah, once the noggin is warm, everything else can function. Nice blue skies, says Paul, with just a whisper of cloud. Yeah, but the problem is there's nothing up there to keep the heat in. We could do with the greenhouse effect. We are at 6 degrees centigrade this morning. Well, that's not bad at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. here, it was -1 degree centigrade. So, yeah, it's pretty cold. Dino, great to see you, mate. And Liz, hello, Liz. Paul is Wolfsec Scenics. And there's Mick. So the bar must be open. But the bar will be serving hot drinks. So, yeah, I think 7 a.m. here in Staffordshire, it was -4, says Simon Trains. Howdy. -4, yeah. That's pretty much what we expect in the UK as an absolute bottom. When it gets any colder than that, the infrastructure starts to fail miserably. Yeah, good to see you, Dino. Roll on Doncaster, which will be coming up. I think that's something like the 8th of February. So 7th, 8th February, something like that. No snow here yet, thankfully. Well, I just saw a little feed that came on just before I started, and that was something that snow is expected up in the Fens, so which is north of Delft Junction. Pete, hello, Pete and Sue. So it looks like Clive will be getting clouted by that, which is a shame, really, because we all want him to get on with his shed and show us what he's made of. He's made of a bad back at the moment and trying to keep warm. Yeah. Still have snow here. Now, Dino's up in Derby, which is the Midlands. And yeah, Clive's roof isn't on yet. No, that's a shame. But having said that, it won't be weighed down by any snow, which would be a good tester for it. What else? Anthony Dodge, the model train outsider. Anthony and Joyce, a very good day to you. Joe Raider from the Black Rock Central has joined us. Hello, Joe. Nice mail call. Yeah, I did see that with the cabooses. Unusual. They were like they looked like one of those old-fashioned horse carriages, which was sort of bent over at the top. I can't remember what you actually called them, but yeah, really unusual caboose design there. Not unattractive, but yeah, very good. 156 Andrew has joined us. Hello, 156 Andrew in the frozen north. Just to by the by, Anthony, I received your Christmas card on the 3rd of January. But thanks very much for that. And that's taking pride of place. Now all the others have come down. So I've got that pride of place. Thank you very much for that. One day I'll pronounce your name right. I can feel you cringing from here. Yeah, sorry, Dave. It's the teeth, you know. Pronunciation's difficult through shattered teeth and faux teeth. So that's my excuse anyway. But there you go. Yes, indeed. What are we running today? Well, I've got the D10, which is over yonder, pulling the Pennsylvania Express, and on the inside track, which is right here by my left elbow, is the Class 128. It's a parcels van. But the difference with this is it's got DCC sound in it, and it's got look, I'm pointing, and it's got a sound chip that came from Howes of Oxford, which many of the guys in the UK would know. Oh, and congratulations, Dave, on reaching the 10K mark. That puts you in the big boys league. No cringe here is expected pronunciation from folks in the UK and down under. Well, that's big of you, Anthony. So like the cow cars with random moos. Yeah, it was like one of the old-fashioned covered wagons. That's what I was trying to get across, a covered wagon, like with the ribs and things like that. Very attractive. Thank you very much, and everyone else. Yeah, not a bit of it, Dave. You've put in the hard work, and it's paid off. So there you go. Addy Pullen has joined us. Hello, Addy, and a happy new year to you too. What was I saying? And Andre Eckert, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Yes, the 128 parcels van, it's got the sound in it from, I believe it was a 108 or something like that. One of the smaller diesel multiple units. But they captured the, what would you call it? It's the sound before they were refurbished. So it's got this really raspy, farty exhaust sound, which they captured really well. I don't know who recorded it from House, but it was, it still is a really good sound. So I'll demonstrate that as we go on. Who else has joined us? John at Schuylkill. Get the teeth in properly. Schuylkill River Valley. A very good day to you, John number 2. And I hope you are exceedingly well. From what I can remember, it's John's Sunday today. So I think you're doing STS. Is that correct, John? Oh, there's Haunted Railway Jake. Nice to see you, Jake. Correct. Yes, right. So it's Sidetrack Sunday tonight is, well, it's tonight for us. That's Schuylkill River Valley, John, and that's always a great show. So be sure and tune into that if you are an insomniac and you can stay up that late without flaking out. I do try. I do try. I try hard, but because it's John, I do make a concerted effort. That's as much as I can say, and it's always welcome. John is always a great show, and he has some really decent music from Craig. You're welcome, John. Craig. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't get there. Craig Thatcher. Yes, Craig Thatcher. Yes, if you like guitar music, then there's something there that should tickle your fancy. And Stormy Dave has joined us. That's Dave Nish. Nice to see you, Dave, and a happy new year to you and the Stormy crew. And Ivo Van Zon. Welcome, Ivo. Germany is usually easier. Whistles are always the same, except for the BR-52. Cylinders can be replaced by generic chuff as long as you aren't doing the really rare stuff. Well, that's okay, but I'm not sure what does the D10 sound like. Shall we just have a listen to the D10? I'll get us started up. I've just got her down as locomotive 3 at the moment. It's not the bell. That's the whistle. Which one turns it on? That's Coupler Clash. 4? No. 5? It's not 5. 6? Not 6. Not 7. 8. Function 8. Right, the lights are on. Let's see if anybody's home. Them bells, the bells made me deaf, you know. Little Quasimodo statement there. Yep, she's coming around. Let's have another listen to that bell. And we've got Firebox Glow. I can see it from here. Bit more speed, more speed. Oh, hello, Tony. Nice to see you. Calling you for school, Andy. Not anymore, mate. No, my school days are well behind me, both as a goer and professionally. Nice to see you, Tony, and a happy new year to you. Yeah, she's coming around. A bit faster. I do like this. This is a Rapido from Canada. The D10, ladies and gentlemen. What a super little 460. Yeah, I'm right. 460. A Mogul. Mogul? Or is that a 260? 460 is a 10-wheeler. And Monsville has joined us. Hello, Mon. Good to see you. Very much evening. Yeah, I'd say night, actually. But, yeah, it's pulling quite a hefty train. So I'll just shut you up for a minute. Yep, so he can carry on his merry way around now. Grandpa Rails, there's JD, John number 1. Good to see you, John. I did see you at, where were you? You were at Robert's place. Yes, indeed. And I did pop in there and say hello. And Jason was there, and obviously Robert. Yeah, so you look like you was enjoying yourself. Everyone, please hit the like button. Thank you, Dino. 11:14 Sunday night. It takes a bit of thinking of. So you're in the future. Shall we go back to the future? Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Uh, yeah, so that's post office, baggage car, looks like a diner, coach, 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 observation on the back. So that makes 260s a mogul, yeah. 460s a 10-wheeler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's an 8-car train. And those are quite draggy, those coaches. They don't have any pickups for lighting or anything fancy, but they do have a bit of drag out of their wheels. So the D10's doing pretty good. Traction tyres on the D10, I believe, and that thing can pull the side off a house. And the thing I like about it most is that it can go right down to the very low speed steps and still move smoothly. So Rapido done a bang up job with this one. So if you like your locomotives to sound good and operate really, really smoothly, particularly down at the low numbers, the D10. It's an expensive loco, but with this particular one, you get what you pay for. And it looks great. It's bulky. The tender is really tall and huge on it, but it's quite a compact little unit. And I really like it. I really like it. So a big thank you goes out to James and to Todd for securing that lovely loco for me. There is another package coming, but it's doing a world tour at the moment. So hopefully it will get here fairly soon, which will be another one of these behind me. So I'll have plenty of spares then. Robert's train set has joined us. Robert, what's the situation with the weather out at Harwich at the moment? Now, Harwich is on the east coast of the UK. If you look on the map, it's roughly near Felixstowe, Ipswich, Colchester, out that way. So it's probably pretty much of what we've got here, which is pretty icy. So you make sure you stay warm, Robert. Plenty of hot drinks. Talking of which, here's a coffee I made earlier. Cheers, everybody. Sparky Dave. Hello. Hello, Dave. I hope there's heat in the coaches for the little people, because you look cold. I might look cold, but the hat and the woolly jumper is doing its job. Yeah, it's sunny but cold. Pretty much the same here. I know, I've just had a walk down the front. Whoa. Well, I've been out walking the doggy on various days this week. Well, every day actually. And everything that's in the shade is frozen solid. So any water or evaporation, condensation that's been sitting on the pavements has frozen solid. And it's that kind of black ice that's difficult to see. So we've been doing a little skating along the pavement. Nobody these days comes out with any salt to, stop it, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'm sure there's heating on there. I'm pretty sure those were steam heated. So I think the little people will be fine. And the other thing I'll say, Robert, is great to see your O-gauge stuff is progressing. Plenty of woodwork there, which I know you're well capable of, as you were, I believe you were a carpenter, fitter, that kind of thing. So yeah, that should be sharpening your axe, Robert. But there you go. We have to do what we have to do. And Randall Ellison has joined us. Hello, Randall. I gather you're finished with your club layout now for the what was it, the Christmas Fantasia. So that's probably all packed away by now, I would imagine. But I would imagine there's also some more videos coming out on that. So I look forward to seeing them. No salt because of damages if you fall because of it. Um, I can't imagine anybody falling over salt, um, being as it's quite gritty and you could fall over in the ice quite easily. But salt, that's the first time I've heard that one. It sounds like an excuse to me, but there you go. Curly has joined us. That's Dwight. Hello, Dwight. Get to the chopper. And hi to everyone in the chat. Still in bed, half asleep. I can understand that, Dwight. It's quite early there. And you take it easy, brother. If anyone falls over, salt, they would feel a bit salty afterwards. Yeah, can you imagine? Imagine taking the skin off and then getting the salt in it. Yeah, that would pinch a bit, unless the salt is still in its bag. Yeah, good point, Pete. Yeah, nice one. Anyway, um, without much more ado, let me just stop number 3 for a minute. No, the salt can melt the ice, then it freezes again. I can't see that. I really can't see that. In all the years that I was salting the playgrounds of a school, I don't ever recall it refreezing. Once it was down for a good 3 or 4 days until anything would wash it away, like it rained or there was more snow or anything like that. So you just have to keep putting out more salt. Um, I would say that yes, kitty litter instead of salt. Yeah, that's one way around it. But imagine the kitty litter's pretty expensive. Yeah, it used to be rock salt, and it came out white or pink, and spread it around, and it saved many a broken limb at the school. I can tell you that much. It's better with it than without it. Anyway, let's go to 5993, which is right here, and I'll start this up, and then this is the initial blast. Okay, it's ticking over now. Here's the horns. Yeah, nice two-tone. And this is how it starts off. There's Tim. Hello, Tim. And Dundas Junction James has joined us. You're in Northern Ontario. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, James. Only joking. There's probably nothing wrong with Northern Ontario. Right, let's get this wound up and you can listen to the farty, raspy sound of its exhaust. Here we go. and that's it. It's gone through its 4 gear changes, but as you can hear, it sounds quite raspy from its exhaust. That sounds okay, does it not? And yes, I'm wearing a dead animal on my head, James. Let me just shut that up a minute. There you go. That's one of Dwight's challenges: the start up and the cool down. Do you have a shed on the layout? Do I have a shed on the layout? Well, I've got the maintenance TMD area. I suppose you'd call that a shed. Nearest thing I've got to it is there's a little hut down there, which is like a workman's hut. And then of course I've got Lord Owl's lavies on there, so you could call that a small shed. But H&H Express, hello, hi. That's nice to see you, and it's nice that you've probably up to your elbows in vacuums and things like that at the moment, trying to clear off the layout. Probably has a Dixie hiding somewhere. What's a Dixie? A Dixie. That's obviously something European. But no, there's not really a shed, unless you can call Signal Box a shed. Perhaps that's something I ought to look into. Perhaps I ought to have a shed like my shed on the layout. Maybe. Anyway, let's get you. Let's get these in operation. I'll keep it noiseless for a time, and let's move along. Number 3. We now have some movement going on, and I'll get you down on the track. Dixie is a portable toilet. Yes, got 2 of those. 2 Dixies. The lights are on. There's Lord Owl. You silly bugger. He means a class 66. Oh, that kind of shed. Yeah, I'm a silly bugger, aren't I? Yeah, what a dopey sod. Target practice in the shed. Yes, by a shed, you could mean a class 66. We do have class 66s, and some of them do have sound. If you like the sound of yin, 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 then that might be your kind of thing. No, you meant an engine shed, Lord Owl. Right, yes, I do have an engine shed. Yes. Right, let me show you that. Let's go on tour. Oh, bugger. What have I done here? Right, excuse me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Right, there we go. Now I've got to put that back on there to keep that where it should be. Right, here we go. The engine shed. To the engine shed, everybody. I've made a bloody mess of this. Hang on. Forgive me a second while I sort out my cables. Here we go. Right. Here is the TMD. You will see in there, if I can get this on, you should see there's a welder just behind the door there. So that's the engine shed with a pit underneath the tracks. It's the Pico engine shed, and I use it for keeping couplers and little bits and pieces on there. The what do you call those? The bits on the side to prevent people falling off. The railings, they're awful things, and they completely throw themselves off the kit. So yeah, that's that. Oh, there's the tannery barrels. Let's get you down on the track, shall we? Right, I'll sort out the camera. And we should be able to go about there. And I'll just move you forward a bit, otherwise you're going to be in the sunshine. Don't blame me on the sunshine. How's that? The guardrail. Yes, the guardrail. Thank you, Hi. Oh. English has never been my strong subject. Don't let the name fool you. What is the 4200 diesel in the siding? 4200. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. What happened there? I had a bit of slippage in the cable. There we go. That is an Alco PA. It's got quite high current consumption at the moment. So I'm sorting that out, but I'm waiting for my second PA to arrive from the States. So before I delve deeper into that and find out why it's pulling so much current, I'll wait until the other one gets here before I debut it. And we've got Kyle Stevens in the chat. Hello, Kyle. Nice to see you. Happy New Year. Whoa. Don't talk to me about Alcos. Yes, there's right here, there's an A and a B sitting there. And they both have quite high consumption, even without the smoke units on. So yeah, interesting that. Oh, Maura King has joined us. Hello, Maura. A happy New Year to you. Coming from behind you is the Class 128 parcels van, which does have a funky sound. I'll get that going in a while, but with both sound chips on, it's a bit difficult to hear just about anything. Now, is there anybody in the chat that I've missed? The Gipak Triebwagen. I've probably massacred that. Well, Anthony, it's difficult to figure out what to have. Do you go for British outline? Do you go for American outline? Or do you try and tread a narrow line between the two? Yeah, it's difficult to know sometimes. So I just go with my gut instinct. And the guts told me to go for the parcels van. You could go European. Yes, I could. And that's Tom's Marklin Train Layouts. Nice to see you, Tom. Happy New Year to you, man. I have been watching your videos coming out. I must confess that I didn't comment, but yeah, they're all good. Oh, just outside enjoying the sunshine at -4. Clive, have you got any snow yet, man? It looks like you're expecting some, but if you're outside in the sunshine, that would suggest not. SD40-2 is running currently. I think the most modern American diesel we do have is an SD70 ACE. Which is in, it's like a Veterans Day outfitting on it. No snow. Oh, okay. It'd be snowing here on Tuesday. Great for train spotting. Not when you're standing in it, Andrew, surely. I mean, for any train spotter, sub-zero temperatures has got to be a no-no. Might be great for the visuals, but sooner or later the cold is going to get to you. We already have snow. Oh dear, oh dear. And it looks like High's got a couple of inches of snow. Or anyone try it? Try what? Oh, there's Brian. B-R-I-A-N. Brian. Well, what's the Midlands like? You're up in Telford. What's the weather like there, Brian? It's got to be a bit icy and snowy. And I would imagine that Digger's probably got some snow there. I reckon that's a must because Digger's up in the peaks. My new old Mahanos are running great. Well, glad to hear it. They're pretty good models, I have to say. I would class them in the backman kind of thing, where you can take it out of the box, confidently put it on the track, and it should work. It's not hold your breath time, it's Mr. Consistency. Even in the Netherlands, there is snow. Yes, well, I suppose if it's windy, the snow will just roll itself into a snowman. Well, fingers crossed, everything seems to be working okay. Right, let me just, I'll bring the parcels van to a stop, and then you should be able to hear the startup a little better. Oh, wrong one. Recall. It's a bit late with its brake squeal there, but here comes the start. What did I just press? I pressed interloco. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to hit one. And there's Ron the Toy Man. Hello, Ron. Happy New Year to you, man. This is the farty, raspy sound of a parcels van. Right. Let's give it some juice. And there's Charlie. Hello, Charlie. And that's all 4 gears now. So this is what it sounds like when it runs past you. Doncaster Racecourse. What about Doncaster? That's where the next big show is. Right, let me shut that up for a minute. There we go. Tom, in answer to your question, this is a Canadian D10. Um, that's what it says on the Rapido Trains book. So it's not prototypical, really. It's I'm going to say that because I got it undecorated, I can run it just about with anything. And John Trains BFRG, Big Friendly Giant. Hello, John. Happy New Year to you. And to you, Brian and Clive. Whoa. What did Clive say? What did Clive say? Double O Dave should be doing Saturday, Dino. How do you know that, Pete? What's the temperature in the shed? If I hold my hands up in the air, it's nice and warm. If I hold them down near the floor, it's back down to where we started. So I'm somewhere in the middle. I'll just take a look at the temperature. It is somewhere down near the floor. It is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So where my shoulders are, it's probably about 60. Up near the roof, it's probably nearer 80. So you get sort of a strata in here. Dave told me in a comment, oh, right, I thought you had an inside lash up to Double O Dave. But if that's the case, then Saturday it is, and we'll try and track him down. I can see him as having quite a big bushy beard. I could be completely wrong. We'll have to get him to wear some kind of funny hat or have a coronation on his jacket. Have a coronation on his jacket. Yes, we'll have to. Perhaps we can get him to wear some pink dealy boppers on his head so we can spot him. But I did say that we usually have lunch out on the veranda, al fresco, and it sounds like he's going to bring a pack up. So it looks like we're going to be out there again in the drizzle. Oh. Happy New Year, Charlie. Right, let's get some sound going on the steamer. Recall, 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 recall. Don't let them mess with your head. Here we go. Oh, not that one. It's 8. There we go. Oh, oh, oh. Right, there's some sounds coming at you. GWR Buckley Junction is Sean. That's spelled S-I-O-N. Hello, Sean. Good to see you, man. Happy New Year. And Brian, if you're thinking of going to Doncaster, the more the merrier, mate. And I gather we have Farty Arty in the chat. Thanks for the show last night, Artie. And I think you worked wonders on Anthony's fella road system. Really, really good work there, mate. I'm highly impressed. Doncaster is not a no yet. Okay, well, if you decide to go, Brian, it will only be a benefit. does have a nice whistle. Yes, that's worth remembering. That's I'm glad you pointed that out, Dave. Let me just shut that up a minute. Button number 8. There we go. I just wanted to say that my thoughts go out to Ken Patterson in the States, who had a basement fire on his model railway layout. Yes, I know there was lots of foam and the foam caught and all of this kind of business, but it was actually something like a motor failure on a compressor or something to do with his airbrush station, probably an extractor fan or something like that. And that was what caused the an electrical short and the subsequent fire. Yes, he did have a fire, lots of smoke, and he put it out and all is well. Nobody got injured, but it's a salutary reminder to take some precautions around your model railways, model railroads. So, yeah, get a fire blanket, have a couple of extinguishers. Artie's got the right idea, a dry powder. Dry powder will put out almost any kind of fire. Liquid, electrical, it's pretty much safe to use on everything. So it's a one-stop shop. But the only problem with that is once you've put out the fire, it does leave an unholy mess. Oh, there's Haunted Railway Jake. Yes, and alarms too. Most of the time, it's not the actual flames that will kill you, it's the smoke attached to the flames, which, yeah, is equally as bad. A lot of the times you don't burn to death, you're asphyxiated first. So, yeah, a bit of an alarm is a good thing. I've just seen that on there. That's part of the light unit there. Got a smoke detector just above the layout. Yeah, not a bad idea. Obviously, I don't have a smoke detector in my shed because when I'm not in it, the power isn't on. I roll up the electric cable from the house. It's only a mobile lead. And once I'm in here to stay until I leave, and then I turn the power off. So it's off. And I also make sure that the paraffin heater is fully extinguished. Blimey, 5. That's going some, Artie. Yes, I've got battery ones in the house. It's a bit unfair, really, because I know the fire regulations quite well, because in my earlier days, I used to plan and estimate fire alarm systems. British Safety 5839, if I recall correctly. So I know a bit about what it takes for fire alarms and things like that. But can we ever take all the precautions? Probably not, but it's worth taking some, because the damage a fire can do is quite extensive, not only for you, but probably for your neighbours as well. Was once a fire warden. Yeah, that's. I used to have to meet with quite a few fire officers from the fire brigade, and they know their stuff all right. So when they make a recommendation, what they really mean is do it or else. Or else you could be sticking your neck out rather far. Yeah, there's always mice that will eat the cable too. But if they do, when I connect the electricity to the shed, when I come out to use the shed, I'd know almost instantly if there was a problem with the wiring. Yeah, Kyle, it can only take 5 minutes. Leave it running for 5 minutes, and all kinds of funny things can happen when your back's turned. So it's a little sanitary reminder for us to do the right thing. Yeah, surge protection, any kind of kill switch, anything like that. It's always a good idea. 146 days to model rail crew. I'm not so sure I'll be going this time because it did cost an awful lot of money in train fare to get there and back in a day. Almost midnight. Woohoo. Malaya is on all the time just so people can run trains remotely. Yeah, that's okay, Dave. As long as you've got a few precautions and you keep an eye on it. Let's have a little bit of sound. Here we go. Let's recall down to this one. And sound on. Not that one. I want to go to this one. Sound on. Right, here's a cacophony of sound for you. It helps with focus there will be a GBR rail sail coming. Oh, that's good. That's better. I think my voice can cut through the steam engine, but not both of them. GBR sale starts on the 6th of January. With advancing off big tickets, 50% off. Finishes on the 12th of January. Ah, that's worth considering. Oh, you've discovered that yellow snow isn't Mountain Dew. No, it certainly isn't. Yellow snow is not to be messed with, Artie. Yeah, I think the I think the sound in the D10 is a Lock Sound 5 decoder from that Rapido have used. They've obviously done their own sound file, but they've captured it really very nicely. A beer exploded when he got it out of the bag. That's a good one. Yes, the brown snow height is an absolute no-no. Right, let's hit that one. Let's go back to this one. Where is she? She's coming around. Okay, let's try this again. Right, off we go. And Happy Valley Hobbies. Edward, good to see you, man. Happy New Year. Oh, a fresh pot of coffee. That's always very, very tempting, Joe. Right, I'll just stop it here. And off we go again. You should hear the gear changes now. And that's all the 4 gear changes that you just heard there. It does rasp a bit. It's a good loudspeaker in that coach. Yeah, Tom, the S160, there's a model coming out by Rapido who are doing that. It's an absolutely fabulous model. And the real thing is the nearest thing we can get to an American loco. It is an American loco, actually, but you get what I mean. Oh, there you go. Bit of silence. Coffee is nice. Go out and watch the world go by. Watch the show by the three girls out the back. Oh, yeah. The truth comes. Not so much of the old in the dirty old man. Randall can't drink coffee either. Is that because of your kidney stones there, Randall? I would imagine coffee might affect them quite a bit. I'm just looking during the daytime. Yeah, right. Yeah, sure. Okay, Artie. I believe you. Millions wouldn't. Right. Let me just. I'm just going to make a little grab here. Meanwhile, back in the shed. Here we go. I'll be seated. Here's the rest of my coffee. That's cold, but it's an advantage. You can't taste cold coffee. What's that? Andy, I think I might be ill. I've been looking at DCC controllers. Well, funny enough, I did take a little look at them as well. And the ESU one looks really, really good. So if you're considering it, it's a fair amount of money. But I think they come as a 5 amp already. So you can run whatever trains you like, whatever kind of amperage they pull. It doesn't matter. It's not going to bother it too much, particularly with a fairly small layout like ours. ESU might be the way to go, but you already know what the NCE power cab can do. But this is under strain when I run these two Alcos. They were pulling nearly an amp each, so it was coming up to 2 amps, and they were stopping and starting, and they really didn't like it. Well, the unit didn't like it. So I was running out of ampage for the power cab. So I know that, I think it's DCC Concepts do a unit which you can attach to the power cab, which then gives you 5 amps and makes this a Wi-Fi unit, because it obviously makes this into its, you have an attachment for the bottom, and there's a transmitter on it that transmits to the main unit. What's that? I have a mail call in my stream today from Grandpa Rails. Oh, from Curly. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll take a look at that. They've been disinherited. Who's been disinherited? 2 of my kids drink coffee. Shocked me for the first time. They developed the taste in Germany. Ah, okay. Okay, that's interesting. But they can't all be chips off the old block. Richard hardly touches coffee. He's more of a tea drinker. So I'm sure that'll please Robert. But there you go. What can we say? I've got the power cab, but added the DCC Concepts Alpha Box 5 amp. Is that what you got, Mick? I know it's a pricey unit. It's roughly around £300, something like that. Is it good, Mick? Because I know on it you can up the voltage on it as well, from 14.7, which is I think is your standard DCC voltage. You can up it to 16 volts and beyond to give you more oomph. Oh, thanks, Pete, for coming in, and say hello to Sue for me. Give her a big kiss and say Happy New Year and all of that kind of jazz. And Liz is off. Thanks for coming in, Liz. Always great to see you. Have a great Sunday, Monday. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Thanks for coming in, everybody, and sharing a little time. My 6x1 layout is using a Digitrax DCS51. The only difficulty with Digitrax is that we might be able to not get all of the parts of it that we actually need, Edward. At least with something like the NCE Power Cab, this is pretty well known worldwide, but the ESU units are very good. And 107 pound, 18 volts, 5 amps works great. 107 quid. Are you sure we're talking about the same thing? Anyway, I'll look into that. Thanks for the advice, Mick. I'll take that. Brain is still sleeping. I see Andy. Hello, the closet branch. That's hello. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming in and sharing a bit of freezing time with me. Let me just say, oh, hello. There's Sir Ranulph Fiennes going across with his team of Huskies again. He can't stay away, you know. But anyway, thanks for coming in, everybody, and Happy New Year to everybody. Try and stay safe. Curly is on much later, I think about 6:30 now, our time. And I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed it. It's always great running some trains. The weather could be a little warmer, a little less cold. That's a little less cold. But thanks for coming in, Charlie and Kyle. Always great to see everybody. And Edward, it's great to see you. Digger Evans, try and stay warm up in the peaks there. And I'm going to sign off now and go and get another coffee, which is a lot warmer than that one. And I'll catch up with everybody. Oh, Stormy Sky. I'll catch up with everybody soon in the streams. And if not, it will be next Sunday. Cheers, everybody, and adios, amigos. So long.